Kitchens. I wanted to show you real quickly how we do MathType in our class. So what I'm showing here is the link to MathType. This is what it looks like. You would just download it. It's very quick and easy. You'll get about a 30-day free trial of the full-blown MathType, and then after 30 days it'll drop down to the MathType Lite. But that's what I use, and it works perfectly well. So what we're going to do is an equation here using MathType, and it's right here. You can see I've typed this in already. It's pretty easy. I want to show it right there, and I'm going to duplicate that down here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to type a fraction. So that's up here in the bar. I see this thing that looks like a fraction. I got to select which one. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. I can put the 1 at the top, and in this blank I'm going to put a radical. So I want to click the radical sign right here. And so now I've got the radical. I've got an x in there, and then the x has an exponent. So I'm going to have to go back up here to this thing that looks like it has an exponent and a subscript. And I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to type a -6. And over here, actually, I used the wrong exponent. So let me back up. I mean, the wrong radical. Let's do the radical. It allows me to put a different index on there. There we go. And let's put that index of a 3. The x goes back. Let's put that exponent back in of -6. And voila, there we go. Now all I have to do is click to the right, and it got me out there. I can do a return, and now I'm going to solve this problem. So I know if I'm a Algebra 2 student, I'm working on this. Some of you guys will be like, not sure what I'm doing, but that's okay. I'm just trying to demonstrate the MathType. Right here we see that the index is 3, and the power is -6. So that converts to the following, and I'm just going to cut and paste this. Makes it so much easier to rewrite that whole equation. That's piece of cake. And then I'm going to rewrite this radical here. I'm going to just back up because I don't want that in there anymore. And I want to write x, and again, it's got the exponent. And this time the exponent is going to be a fraction. So I'm going to put a fraction in the exponent. And that's what I've got. And I got that -6 as my power. The index gives you the denominator, so it's really -6/3. Okay, hope that makes sense. And this will further evolve into, I'm going to cut and paste this again, the whole thing. And put that down there. I can change that fraction. If you see, I'm using the arrow keys to get around on here. And it's amazing how it allows you to change it. I backed off that 6/3 so I can put -2. That's what that becomes. And then I'm going to do a right arrow until I get way out there. I'm going to drop back down. This time I want to do save, paste again. And now I know that because there's a negative in that power, it's going to bring that x base clear up to the top. And so I'm going to rewrite the whole thing. I'm going to end up converting this, simplifies to x. I need another exponent, and it's going to be 2. And that would be the final problem. And I can just take this whole thing. I can either copy all this and paste this in my Google Doc so I can show the teacher my whole procedure, or I can actually do a screenshot, which I kind of like the screenshots because it comes out a little bit better. It's a little more clear. So I'll do a screenshot. And what that looks like, I've showed you in the clarifications file. I've added these examples. So under MathType, the first one, I've added some examples here. That was a different, I think that was the same example. Here is the example I actually worked before, but it just kind of shows you how easy it is to get that in there. Hope that helps. And you ought to get that MathType loaded as soon as possible and make your life easy on entering equations in your assignments in Brain Honey.